Halo, kita lanjut lagi. Nggak beda sih dengan nggak lanjut sih. Yang event udah selesai kemarin. Kemarin yang tadi. Ini tribal questnya Collective of Plenty. Kalian lumayan dapat Primo 400. Yuk, let's go. Ayo go. Cek. Coba sekalian. Lah, nggak lompat taek. Oke. Dapat. Ayo go.
Gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, okay. It's not like we're that unlucky.
Nah, dapat babi dong, nggak sengaja. Oh well. Okay, where do we go next? Continue onward. Ya autolog langsung menyerang itu ya tadi. Okay.
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
Thanks for that. I can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. All it takes is a bit of training.
A bit of training, yeah, sure.
Hilly churls? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
I like your style.
Time to roll. I think we can call that a success.
Wow, you gave them the same treatment as that giant rock.
Here we are. We have arrived at the tribe of Collective of Plenty.
Home sweet home. We made it! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
Whoa, this place is so cool. That platform shaped like the head of a bull is awesome.
That's the Resonating Arena. It's where we hold all our competitions.
Ada kompetisi sendiri di sini.
Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Alright.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
Hope we didn't hold you up.
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training. The post-workout meal.
Anjing makan
Otherwise,
anjir.
I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach. It's terrible.
Wait. Mau. There you go.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like, yesterday. You should grab something too.
Alright.
We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon!
Bye-bye. Wanjay.
And she's off. Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging headfirst into danger. Literally.
It's the spirit of youth.
The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old timer.
Anjing.
Thanks, we're
Old timer
still
tuh
young.
aku.
Anyway, what around in the meantime. We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
Ardent Land of Plenty. Quest complete. Lanjut. Loh kok. Oh, harus ke itunya dulu kah? Oh iya. Cult of Plenty. Kita ambil work questnya dulu itu loh. Ambil work questnya dulu. Hello. Oh, bocah. The sacred mountain seem to having some tummy troubles. It pukes love out every day. You seen it too. It's too dangerous to go out and play. In Uncle Kimoni's stories, whenever the volcano is having tummy troubles, all it needs is a few good pats and it starts to feel better. If only my hands were bigger. That's not something so simple. I'm sure the grown-ups could pat it better, but they don't want us playing outside the tribe, so they keep putting it off. So that's what you think. If you ask me, the sacred mountains so big, we need the whole tribe to pat the tummy ache away. Kayaknya nggak cukup deh walaupun satu tribe. But the grown-ups are also busy. Just look at Varessa working in the orchard all day long. We'll have to wait until they all have free time and then pat the volcano together. You make a good point. So we'll just have to wait until the grown-ups get some free time. It's not that simple, dude say. And until then, we follow the rules and don't go outside the tribe until the sacred mountain has calmed down, okay? Okay. What are you two discussing? Paimon just heard a lot of talk about patting tummies. We were talking about... Oh, you must be the heroes Traveler and Paimon. Yes, we are. And Bob. So anyway, we were discussing some very super ultra important tribal secrets. So patting volcanoes, it is a tribal secret. Yes, I did hear everything. You are talking too loudly. The next time you want to discuss secrets, whisper into my ears, okay? But won't that be a little too close in? Anjing, salting anjing orangnya. If you say so, well then upload hero. I'm Dunia, and this hapless idiot is Dutse. That's rude. Welcome to the collective of plenty, and welcome to your little Tapatlisaurus. There should be runes that stop outside Saurian from entering the tribe. Does this have something to do with the sacred mountain being in a bad way? Loh, jadi Saurian yang lain gak bisa masuk ke sini. This just shows that the runes need a good pet too. The only thing around here that needs a good pet is your head. Still, I never expected a great hero like yourself to turn up in the collective of plenty. Why not? Do you need help with something? Do you need help with something? You want to enter the sacred mountain? That's not going to be easy. The grown-ups keep telling us it's a dangerous place. Of course, ya jelas lah masuk ke gunung vulkanik gimana bahaya lah. So we're not allowed to go in there. But I'm sure you have your reason for wanting to go. Yes, we do have a reason, a very important reason. I know there was once someone else who found a way in. I know someone too. Okay. Isn't the sacred mountain, well, sacred to your tribe? How come you're so happy to tell us all about it? The name Sacred Mountain comes from woven scrolls from a long time ago. As far as we're concerned, it's nowhere near as sacred as the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. That's true. The only reason we're not allowed to go inside is because it's dangerous. Common sense. Not to mention, the Speaker's Chamber has organized exploration teams to go inside and poke around. As soon as I'm old enough, I'm going to go there too. How many times do you need to be told that place is dangerous? I'm unsure of the details, but if you want, you could try talking to Old Man Umposo. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help. Umposo, you say? Idle Old Man Umposo. It'd be better off asking Kimoshi. Kimos is my uncle, and he used to be an adventurer. Well, kita adventurer kita. Don't call old man Emposo idle. Unfortunately, one of them's at the excavation site south of the mountain, and the others at the Tapric ruins west of the village. If only we could show you the way, but with the sacred mountain in its eruption cycle, it's not safe for us to take you. No problem. I don't think we can find our own way from here. Let's go, Bob. He's a little cutie, isn't he? That scarf tied to his tail is a prairie. When the sacred mountain is feeling better, let us take him out to play. The excavation site and the brick ruins, which ones should we head first? Did something happen? Couldn't find the excavation site and the Tabric ruins. I guess we'll have to bend the grown-up little rune then. What do you mean? What would you like to know? About the excavation site. Excavation. It should really be called the remnant of the sacred source excavation site. It's a larger area of ruins to the south of the sacred mountain. It's said that they were abandoned by dragons long ago. Old Man Emposo patrols the area daily to keep marauding treasure hoarders away. Well, that's... Kenapa terus dia dipanggil idol anjir? Sorry guys. Used to be interested in ruins and relics. He even joined the Southern Relics Association back in the day. He likes to tell us stories about the past. But he's no good at storytelling. He's just so boring. It's all dusty old details, like seeing referential totems in patterns on the stone. I think you mean referential totems. Old Man Emposo more of an archaeologist than a storyteller. Apparently he wants to explore the volcano itself. He might just be able to help you out. About the Tabric ruins. So you want to know about the Tabric ruins? Now that's something I do know about. Long ago, back when Natlan was still a peaceful paradise, it was 500 years ago, just as the abyssal corruption in Natlan was at its worst. An entire section of ruins was spat out by the volcano, completely intact. How the hell? Why do you always have to interrupt my story? Because every time you tell this one, you always start with this long ago stuff. No one wants to hear it. That's how Uncle Kimoshi told me the story. And he was a member of the exploration team assembled by the speaker's chamber. I've heard there've been traces of the abyss discovered around the Tabric ruins again recently. I wonder how Uncle Kimoshi is doing. That is not good. If you do go there, can you check on how he's doing for me? Sure. That's all. Oke. Tetapi ajaran itu kita mau ke sini. Gak bisa TP, aku lupa. What do you mean go on? Well, you sure look like you know where you're gonna go first. Yeah, I know. But I won't go there just yet. How do I get there? Here? Di atas ya mesti harusnya. Let's see. Ya, itu di atas.
Is nutritious and well balanced.
Do you have something?
A legendary new dish.
Alright. Operate the machine. What's gonna happen? Investigate. Puff grain fruit bars. Anjay. Bisa bikin makanan otomatis gak tuh? Ya kayak fontaine aja.
Hurry up, Varessa! Why me?
Nice. ya, anjay, tarung sama banteng gak tuh? Itu Varessa. Itu nakah? Oke. Tak klaim nanti dulu. Let's go ketemu sama Varessa. Gak salah tengah-tengah dong. Hey Varessa.
Oh, you're here already.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
Ooh, that
No
sounds
wonder you look
very
so
good.
refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me.
That's fine.
Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right?
That's true.
I've never given an official tour before. So I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
Of course.
That's fine.
Great.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Orchard Repose. Orchard Repose. Orchard Repose. Mana aku usaha ngomong Inggris. Don't know why. Yang salah sama lidahku kayak jadi ini susah ngomong Inggris. Oh, ini yang iya dong. Aku banyak buat yang apa ya? Iya, ini punya Collective of Plenty. Bukan, ini punya Master of the Night Wind anjir.
Heads up. Coach will take it from here. Controlled breathing.
Here we are.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
Oh,
You
sejak
have a fruit
rumahnya
stand in
Varessa.
front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really
Orchard,
close
huh.
to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things.
What do you mean by that?
Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Bruh.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time I'm sleeping in and you can wake me up. Yes.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
That should be about now. That should be about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
To where?
Why me? Get back on track.
Oh, Yansan.
Oh, Coach Yansan. Are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time.
Oh, it's you two!
Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
Hello.
Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Anjay.
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before.
Iya, itu di Adventure
It's
Guild
not
kocak.
easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
Hehehe.
Don't be shy. After everything you did for Natlan, you deserve the recognition. Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway?
Jalan-jalan bareng Varessa.
We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Varessa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varessa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs just as you instructed, coach.
Good. Then we'll
Shuttle
continue
run,
with the
apa itu
training
shuttle
plan.
run?
As for your diet...
Shuttle run.
Actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varessa doesn't need one? Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Varessa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varessa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more
Damn.
fun.
Literal
Varessa
sapi
is
ya
currently
Gigi.
my top student. She can lift even more than me. Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage. Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline. Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed. I'm not exaggerating either. Varessa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Just further proof that you're a natural.
Oh, believe me, I'm not.
You're not?
Sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
Lah nek misal kamu takut nyakitin lah yang lah nek mereka gak bakal takut buat nyakitin gue ya.
I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
It's alright, it'll come with time.
Thanks, I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Head to the orchard and talk to Varessa. Mana orchardnya? Oh ini. Ya aku pernah nggak sengaja masuk ini langsung diusir sama bantengnya. Vanana. Oh namanya Vanana. Oh iya itu ada pita.
Good girl, Vanana.
Pita yang warnanya sama kayak
Now, let me
Varessa.
take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
Damn.
Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Oh, look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing.
Ooh.
Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but
Alright.
didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
You really can eat a lot, huh?
You know that fruit stand in front of my house?
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then
Varessa
ask
pas
for another.
kecil.
Before long, people would gather around just to watch.
Kawaii desu.
My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure."
And
I
she
mean,
does.
what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom, too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh,
What is that?
sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients,
Ah,
so don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing.
ooh.
You can grill them, stir fry them,
Ya,
or
mushroom
even eat
memang
them raw.
jamur tuh
The
enak.
flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Maybe it absorb nutrients from the nearby fruit trees.
Yep, that could be.
Hmm.
Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from?
As long
Go
as it
ahead.
doesn't
Pick
destroy
as
the
much as you
garden, I
want.
guess it's fine.
Might as well get
Yeah.
some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Boleh tuh. Includes apple, green fruit, kacang tua, bla 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 bla. 58. Juicy apple, fresh pineapple berries. Nama jamurnya specialty mushroom. Oh, sampai belakang. Anjay, banyak sekali apelnya tuh. Logiston Avid. Come here, Avid. Kurang 5 lagi. Ah, gimme. There you go. Another one. Okay.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Wow, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit.
Amankah dimakan mentah, Ayur?
We should call them berry shrooms.
When it comes to food, Paimon's judgment never fails. Every so often, Paimon knows what she's talking about.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Good for you.
Thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back.
No need to hurry.
I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
Definitely two distinct flavors. I like them both.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty.
Yeah.
Actually, we're
yes.
hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
What do you think, Paimon?
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Guess I'll tag along.
Nice! Then let's sign up together! Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of!
Orchard Repose. Lah, respon lagi ya. Red Berry's Room. Lah, bener namanya Berry's Room gak tuh? I'll take the Berry's Room. Halo Vanana. Next location. There.
Look out below!
Hey, there it is. Oh, Akatal.
Oh, hey, you're here.
Hello.
It's been a while. When Varessa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Varessa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
Kok lemes? Dia gak makan kah?
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so
Belum
gotta
belum
show up
makan.
with an empty stomach.
Not much longer, Varessa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
About the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish.
Oh damn.
But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Well, that's
Really? So we have to eat for free?
Lo itu ada lambangnya Varessa itu.
Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Thanks, we appreciate the generosity.
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude.
I'll take it
When
then.
the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters. But the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing. So we immediately dispatched a team to the summit. Varessa was a key member of that team.
Oh,
Varessa?
turu.
Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point.
Nggak bisa
There
mikir.
were abyss
lapar.
tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Good for them. You're still hungry.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Varessa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, you know, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
Of course you do.
I'll lead the way.
Build fungal traces.
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Varessa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varessa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Varessa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy.
That's true. True that.
Paimon's
True
been there
that.
before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
One sec. I'll go check. We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Akatl. The showdown is about to begin.
Anjay.
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out shortly.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
Take part in the epic fish showdown. Where? Oh ini. Oh ya ada Varessa. Maskotnya kayak. Anyway, start competition. Anjay, mangkoknya gede banget. Piring ding. Tumpukannya gelo. Itu udang apa-apa nih, udang kepalanya gede banget.
It smells so good. Varessa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
Yep, it looks great. This portion though. This portions
Yeah,
though.
we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food,
Ini
Uncle
punya
Toby.
Varessa gede banget.
Hold on. Varessa's plate looks completely different than ours.
Gelo.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varessa challenge. The Varessa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Varessa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to
Itu
finish
ada
it.
tapet kepiting
You're
gede
kidding.
banget.
You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Lo mau.
Believe me, if Varessa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only
Anjir.
one other person has come close to beating the Varessa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Not surprised. Wait, so you're saying Maoika has done this before?
Of course. She breezed through the normal level, but the Varessa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Varessa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person.
God damn.
The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Varessa's appetite in action, that was that.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying Maoika had these portions and she just breezed through?
Let's just go for it. It'll only get harder as the food gets cold.
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got.
Good luck.
Whoa. Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection. It's delicious. Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing. Oh, and this.
Ini PA aja,
And
PA
this
aja malu gak ya pas nge-voice ini. Anjing.
Alright. That's it. Paimon taps out.
Bro.
All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress.
Varessa kosong piringnya tuh. Gelo.
Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong.
Ente.
There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Well, you asked for it.
Let's hear it for Varessa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Jadi itu udah ditambahin ukurannya. Gelo.
Well done, Varessa.
Amazing job! Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
Ya gue habis makan segede itu anjir.
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good actually. Satisfied, you know?
Spoken like a true champion.
Thanks. This is my specialty after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these
Specialty-nya adalah
competitions.
makan banyak.
If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Who doesn't
Aw,
want that?
don't worry, Varessa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Ian-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Varessa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
That's still pretty amazing.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick? By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Ah, so that's the secret. Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
Ready to
They want
train.
to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, go tell them to take it easy.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record.
Anjay.
Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green.
Ada yang hijau.
There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told.
Ah, I see.
Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
So what makes them special then?
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Don't you want to know the reason behind it?
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right?
That's true. Curiosity
Oh,
kills
by the
the
way,
cat.
Varessa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
Sure.
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
I'm intrigued about this mushroom. Yes.
Paimon will take that as a yes. Alright, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Yeah. Wasting food is bad. Bentar guys.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood. Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime?
Alright. We continue. Return to the orchard. Oh, ada energy drink kah itu?
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything.
Of course you do.
Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it.
Immediately.
If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a
Ada
coincidence.
3 lagi hotel. So it really is green, huh?
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Hold up, can I have one to keep?
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
I wonder why that scholar said what. I wonder why that scholar what. Okay, I wonder why that scholar said. I wonder why that scholar said what he said.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away?
Yes.
To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
How do you know something bad
You
can happen?
could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
If you're strong enough to uncover the if you're strong enough to uncover the truth, you're strong enough to command the truth.
Command the truth?
If fear is the only thing stopping you, let us help you shoulder the burden. Anjay.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You're right. Curiosity can be a bad thing, but what you don't know can still hurt you.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3,
Oh, ini yang dia jadi punya maskernya.
1.
Oke.
You're right. I can't keep running from the truth.
Oh,
want
tak kira
to
dia
command,
bakal
just like you said.
jadi kena soul
So,
blessing state,
where should we
jadi
start with
punya
the
masker
investigation?
gitu.
You probably have a bunch of experience.
I think I should taste it first.
Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well, then I'll grill some up right away.
Varessa cooks the mushroom and everyone digs in. Just like Varessa said, the taste is just the same.
Notice anything, traveler?
Nope, no difference in taste.
Just like Varessa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
What the hell?
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well.
Okay.
Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
What the fuck? Cut to the chase. You talk a big talk, but I've heard that before.
Now, you were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins.
I do?
I merely granted your wish.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in it. Craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
God damn, that hurt.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Yeah, that's very
Let me
rude.
remind you, it was your own curiosity that
That is
started
very
all
rude.
this. I see no reason for me to stand down.
That's rude.
I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you.
What potential? For what potential?
I am the Sage Lord of Fungi.
Sage
Serving
Lord of
me is a
Fungi,
great
what the
honor,
fuck is
as
that?
well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good this one? Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? Oh, all you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Anjing.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point.
Why? Why should we?
In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Okay.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
What the hell?
The voice is gone! Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket.
Same.
Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a How is better than him.
No, Aho is worse.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being
Oh,
the
it's a
sage
he?
lord of fungi and all that?
I thought it was. I thought
Maybe,
it was a
but
she.
most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
We might not only know who he is, but we know he exists.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
Which means we made the right call to investigate.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Lah, balik lagi.
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Bruh.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating.
Let's.
Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that
Lah.
land of all places!
Jamur
So
dari.
this is one of his subjects?
Jamur kayak
Oh,
di
it's
Semeru
kinda
aja.
cute.
Bull warrior compliment. Much appreciate.
Dia ngomongin full warrior gak tuh?
No, bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
What do you mean by that?
Careful, Varessa! This is the kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Gather your wits and search for clues. Well, surely violence is a form of wit. Damn.
Mercy, mercy. Food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That's all I know. Promise.
Langsung berubah lagi.
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
I guess it told us everything it knows.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
Can I pick it? Hilang. Alah, mau tak ambil apelnya anjing.
Oh, a green mushroom. And it turned into a fungus. Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole
Nah.
food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Really?
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
I'm pretty much a riddle master.
Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
But how are we supposed to know?
How are we supposed to know?
Exactly.
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Because it's a fungi. God damn it. Nicer bisa bikin pun ternyata.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Yes.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns?
Yes.
Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Ya, apalagi yang itu
Well,
yang
since you have
apa namanya yang
proven your
treasure
wits,
hunting,
I will now answer
tulusnya
your
riddle
question.
kayak gitu juga.
The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual.
Alright.
Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms?
Yes.
No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh, good thinking, Varessa! Let's try and ask the other mushrooms!
Is there any other mushroom?
Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Green berries room. Oh, wait, mereka. I want the apples. Give me the apples. Thank you for the apples.
Hey, there are two fungi over there! Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Anjir.
Wow, cool! You green caps are so wise. Just like our Sage Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony. And I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, Ha! You can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Ha! Yeah! A few more decades. Huh.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously, the ceremony is the cooking.
Oh,
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
well, thank you for the answers, I guess.
Did they just give us the answer?
Yes, they did.
Who goes there?
No one.
And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost burst into spores!
No, wait, no, disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to regular mushrooms, huh? Well, we already got what we needed. Yes.
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment?
Who knows?
So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too. Heat really does release their flavor.
If we cook them just right, maybe we'll be able to see the Sage Lord's true form.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Sounds like a plan, Varessa.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Alright. Sage Supreme, the meaning of courage. Return and inform the people in the tribe. Ooh. Chief Akadal gathers people from the tribe to hear Varessa's report on the mushrooms.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of ridiculous.
This silence speaks volumes, yes.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Even though they sentient,
into
can
it,
we eat them
and for
still?
collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, wait! You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be
Oh.
quick.
That's convenient.
Alright, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Oh,
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight.
Man, pengen tak pukul ini Sage Lord of Fungi-nya ini.
This time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Yeah, we did.
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of nitpicking, more like!
Still, the only way to figure out his goal is to keep playing along.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat.
Yes.
Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me. We should take a look too.
Definitely! We're not super familiar with this area though. Do you have any ideas?
Kita langsung cemplungin ke lava ya anjing.
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano.
Yes.
It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it at that stupid mushroom's face!
Yeah, you do that. For the high temperature materials needed.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path.
Avatars of
Their
lava. Oh
cores are
yeah.
really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Yeah, competition seems to be a thing here.
Varessa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can tell. There's a certain strength deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatena.
Lady Fiatena, masih
Alright.
gak tahu itu siapa.
We should keep looking.
Baru juga pertama kali denger dari questnya ini anjing. Namanya Lady Fiatena. Anyway.
Time to roll. Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
Oh,
Avatar of Lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge.
Charge?
Look out below. Charge.
oh. Kasih trial gak tuh?
Done and dusted. This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
Oh, let's see! Woo! Hot!
Nek panas
A few more
kenapa
chunks like
Varessa
this and
bisa
we should be
megang
good.
anjir?
Come on, let's keep heading up.
Oke.
Hurry up, Varessa! Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! Step aside! On my mark! Headbutt! Charge! Yeah!
What the? 4000 attack? Nani the fuck? C3 Triple Crown. Attack 4000, what the hell is that?
Yeah!
Avoid the volcanic eruption.
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again!
Can we just, you know, go away? Theoretically. Do we have to stay here?
What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Okay.
Quick as a flash. Let's move! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
There we go.
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
Nice fighting back there, by the way.
Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So, I decided to make one just like hers.
Oh, ini
So
topengnya.
now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
But it helps you, right? It's nothing to feel. It's nothing to feel ashamed about.
Really? It's just... I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking
for
that
sure.
step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
But you're the one who decided to investigate this chase, not your mask.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about. Fighting is just a small part of it.
Oh,
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much.
No problem.
And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
Udah lapar ya, anjing.
Hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Hopefully. The meaning of courage. Oh, please don't die.
We're back, and we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great. We're almost done with the preparations on our side, too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
That's okay. It's like we're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Varessa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
We did.
No, it
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Whoa! The fragrance is so much more intense! And what's with this weird mist?
Spornya itu.
Wait, no. Something's not right.
Oh, kita high kah? Ngefly gara-gara jamur. Damn. Lama juga loadingnya. There we go. I heard someone just ate something.
Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
Hah? Akatul. Itu chiefnya.
That's a cuddle! Chief! We don't know where we are!
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So you didn't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
Kita ngefly anjing. This must be the Sage Lord trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. Why us and not the others?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Oh, itu dia.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek.
Sage Lord of
course,
Fungi.
I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great Sage Lord of Fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
Subject buat
The
apa,
only
Cok?
way anyone serving you is on a platter!
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
Huh. If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
What the fuck? Huh?
Those monsters are no match for me.
And
Teocelotl.
so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
Go ahead and lose your
You
temper.
wish.
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Sure, no problem.
Stop right there! Wrath from the skies!
Di atas aku cara
Faster, stronger, Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Gak perlu makan jamur pun juga
Weren't we
biasa anjir.
insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
Okay.
Another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
Ada patung.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree?
Nope.
Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on, I want to know what happened next.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan, and I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru. The buildings from your vision support that too.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Then you don't deserve our faith either. Damn.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to
Fuck
use your
you.
wits to earn it.
Tak pukul lo
If you
sini
fail to
kowe.
prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Pengen tak pukul emang di jamur.
Right.
Tak masak langsung dimakan nih sisan. Kayak enak itu.
He jumped down from here. So it looks like we just need to...
Hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
He must be in dire need of subjects, and it has to be the three of us.
But why?
Let's go after him and keep an eye out for clues along the way.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
For that, aku pengen lihat di sini dulu. Oh, bisa duduk di sini. Oke.
Coach will take it from here.
Oh. Oh, kita main ini lagi.
Catch me if you can.
Oh, I will catch you,
You
alright.
can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Running late again. Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Oh crap. Please jangan dari awal. Thank you.
Time to roll. Get a load of this.
Watch out, Varessa!
I
worry
don't
about
care.
me. I've got this. Gotta steer clear of other people.
A dead end?
Jump
Oh,
up. Let it give us a ride.
can we?
All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump.
There you go. Buntu.
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time.
Ow!
Yes.
Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
Oke.
How did we lose him?
Masuk tanah nggak tuh?
Not again. Although I think I pulled something off of him.
What is that?
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh.
Ah, they're gonna eat us.
Gonna eat us!
Eat us.
Ungrateful humans!
What do you mean?
At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire.
Lah kok yang nyuruh kita makan anjir?
Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least.
That's
Now all of Sumero knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
parah tuh, ada satu manusia dicuci otak anjir.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No! A volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportional to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Yes, I think.
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
For who knows how long.
Aku ngomong poor guy bukan buat ke jamurnya. Ngomong ke manusianya yang si brainwashed.
Well, he has been living under a rock, so that checks out. But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind-controlled. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now. Why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
I'll explain on the way. I need to catch him to confirm my theory. Theory, yes.
All right. Then let's find this mushroom.
Ooh, chest. I know what to do.
Look out below! Woo!
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing can phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
What's behind there? Nothing. It seems.
Why me?
Oh shit. Oh come on. Just climb please, thank you. Oh shit.
Drop your weapons! You asked for pyroclastic surge!
Control. So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right?
Ow.
Cool.
Gotta steer clear of other people. Final warning! Let's ride! Try and stop! Step aside! On my mark! It's justice o'clock! Ah!
Fuck you all. Oke, kamu mati. Keluar.
Stop right there. Headbutt. Yeah.
There you go.
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom! We know all your schemes.
Maybe try hiding them a bit better next time.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects.
Shut the fuck
Still,
up about subject,
you're
you
overlooking
bitch.
a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme.
Okay, so what?
My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
Protagonis? Ke side character anjing. But you're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon war.
Did
You
you?
have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially.
Well,
You see,
more
considering
food
my
source
current
then.
level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power.
well, we just have to eat them
I
then.
shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering?
Nope.
All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me.
Nope.
You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea.
Do you
Once
now?
nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
It was an empty deal from the start.
What did you say?
You weren't chosen because you saw something in us. We were your only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I happen to have a special constitution, which made it easy to hear your voice.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You are too weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow, which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade-Plume Terrashroom.
Pretty sure I
Because
can.
you definitely can't.
Forget about it.
Right?
Let's get out of here.
Ya,
Yeah, if he was telling
malas
the
dengerin
truth,
jamur
we need to
yapping
get
terus
back to the
anjir.
tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful! And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Fuck off.
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Flashbang. Damn.
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. Unholy!
Get ready to feast!
Ooh. More, please. Guess it's time to dig in.
Stop this at once! Huh?
Lemau.
What a great meal!
Anjing.
Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
I can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ya, dia kelewatan berapa
Natland
dekade.
was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh
Are you
iya, waktu Archon War Natlan udah ngelawan
Of
Abyss
course,
sendiri.
the infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So there was no room for the gods to join in.
Makes sense.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day.
Nah, jadi itu alasannya Sumeru yang
Actually,
dari Sumeru itu
Traveler,
suruh
can I
langsung
borrow you for a
makan.
minute?
Nah, makan disuruh langsung makan nek nemu sama scholar dari Sumerunya.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. It's an adventure I'll remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
Because you got the chance to shine as a hero, and it was all you, through and through.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal.
Yeah, gak bakal ada yang nyangka juga
But
anjing.
it's like you said. All it takes is a little
Kepu,
patience and
ya, kepu
perseverance,
sapi.
and my time will come.
Kita nyelamatin
If I
dia
start to doubt
dengan
myself in
cara
the future,
makan.
all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Oke.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god.
Most
Should we
likely.
go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh,
Alright.
good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild? Who knows, maybe there's a Sumeru scholar in Natlan right now.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Alright. Head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to seek help.
Oh, Catherine's back. And isn't that Nyari?
Lah, ada Nyari ternyata di Natlan.
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
Dan itu adalah Nyari. Wah, Nyari gak punya voice. Damn. So you're the one looking into the Sage,
You're an
Lord of
expert, so
Fungi.
you must know all about him, right?
Of course, to those in the Amurta Darshan, his case is a well-known part of ecological history. His power is tied to his number of clones, so at one point he possesses a truly fearsome form. But as his clones diminished in number, he got smaller and smaller, until he couldn't hold on to physical form at all. And so he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs on him by monitoring what remains of his clones. Now I'm learning his true form, Flaton Natlan.
Yeah,
Yes.
the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Well, from what I've heard, he has very few clones right now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushroom as you see fit. They really are delicious. Yeah. Of course, in the interest of research, I would prefer to send a few scholars from my darshan to monitor the situation every so often. What do you say? I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the speaker's chamber.
Of course, you're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh yes, there's a huge one beneath the chasm. Oh shit. Oh, hah? Yang jamur gede banget itu klonnya anjing.
Zamaran?
You know that name?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny Sage Lord.
It took a long time for Samaran to grow into this form. Luckily, Samaran isn't a green cap mushroom, so there's no danger to us. And I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them anymore.
We should go see Samaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Friendly is right, so this one is definitely not for eating.
I would never.
Build fungal traces. And we're done. Smokeless war. But it's a spore war. Oke, I'll stop. Ya, kita klaim hadiahnya. Terus kalian jalanin bounty. Oh, 3/5. Oh, ini ngano isi. Bounty. Accept. Donate. Oh shit. Weathering purple bloom. Oke, sekarang kita jalanin bounty. Navigate. Coba nggak lihat ini imun apa-apa sih. Kita lihat nggak di sini. Oh, invulnerability to electro. God damn it. Mana Mawika? Oke, perkari Mawika dan itulah. Ngapain aja? Yang nyangkut.
Alright.
You wait until the bounty target appears.
Watch out! Teamwork is dreamwork! Get to work! Eat Lolling! Eat Papa! Get him! Wrath from the sky! Raining fire!
Done. Okay, another bounty. Ini apa ini? Oke. You wait until the bounty target appears.
What's up?
Ah,
Play? Let's have some fun, shall we? Drop your weapons! Justice unite!
Quick as a flash. Let's move. Yeah.
It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Hi! Headbutt!
Nice. Oop.
Why me? Yeah! Kapow!
Oh no, mereka datang ke sini semua. Ini yang nggak mau perang di air, nggak bisa perang di air.
Stop right there! Let's ride! Headbutt! Hi!
Yang satunya udah keluar jarak itu tuh. Yus. Bounty. Oke.
Let's ride!
Ada lupa. Enggak, oke. Bisa pakai elektro berarti. You wait until the bounty target appears.
Light it up! Light up the blazing sun! Faster, stronger! Start the clock! Time! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
Perfect. Reputation reward. Oh shit. Oke, itu udah. Sekarang kita klaim ini 60 primo. Udah bisa berapa? Sekarang banyak. Aduh. Kita upload satu-satu aja lah. Let's go. Fucking finally, dude. Oh my god. Oke. We got it. Tinggal nyari material buat bikin itunya aja. Enemies, elite enemies, you, navigate. Let's go.
Why me? Drop your weapons! Hands where I can see them! Full throttle! Pyroclastic surge!
Controlled breathing. Let's move.
Zero incoming! Zero incoming! Yeah!
Terus bawah sana. Itu sih sana yang kan di dalam gunung aktif, gunung berapi ini sih.
Why me?
Lubang lewat.
Stop right there! Justice will prevail! Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun! On my mark! Headbutt! Zero incoming! Yeah! Charge!
Ambilin sekalian lah ini.
Hurry up, Varessa!
Oh shit, nyangkut.
Coach will take it from here. Charge! Quick as a flash.
Okay, here we go. And then one last thing, one last one. Yeah, that's the correct term. One last one.
Why me?
Be careful! Watch out for low-flying rebel!
Rev the engines! Rev from the sky! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock! Oof! Charge! Yeah!
Oh crap, that's a big one. Ow! Okay, stop. Aku punya material weapon buat itu enggak ya, Natlan. Gak pernah farming kayak ayahku. Oh banyak-banyak dan kayak dari hadiah reward event. Harusnya pakai sampai 70 lah, bisa harusnya sampai 70 ini. kurang 5 kurang 3. Weapon material yang topeng 5. Kurang 3 ini. Salahnya 3. Terus yang buku ini. Holy shit. Habis. Udah habis. That's not good. Itu 5. Ini nggak pernah farming saurian, cok. Gimana ya? Harmless gitu tidak harus dibunuhin kah? 6 17 masih kurang 25. Ini aku bisa bikin kayak ini. Kurang 25. Tenan weapon material. Ini dia. Let's see. Oh, mungkin bisa. Gue harus pakai semuanya materialku ini. 25. Oke. Kurang 6 emas. Gue bikin kayak ini 6 emas. Weapon ascension material itu 6 gold. So kayaknya nggak cukup sih. 15 butuh 18. Siap, kurang 1 anjing. Ya wis. Come on. Fuck you. Damn. Bisa beli nggak aku dari shop yang saurian? Oh yes, I can. I need those. Dia dari sini. Mana itu? Yang buat ini loh. Oke. So, karakter weapon extension ya lumayan. Itu berapa sih? Butuh 17. Oke. Nope. Oh, aku punya ini, fragile. Seberapa? Masih 11 hari lagi. Ini dapat. Oh. Ini kah? Oh iya. You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support every step of the way.
My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets,
Orang satu
you
lagi
should
kan
always sit
banget,
down and enjoy a
anjing.
proper meal when you get hungry. Like,
Nggak punya Shrine of Depth lagi udah. Amina compensation, back of Mora payment food fund. Oh ini yang yang waktu itu ya. Karena yang level sekali. Ini bisa nge-wish sekali. Standar. Nope. Oke. Well, kapan itu? Kapan? Friday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. Anjing, masih Jumat, cok. Wis tak pakai sih dulu, terus artefaknya tak ganti. Ini. Itu bener ini. Terus ini. Done. How many? Not bad, not bad. Yes. Dan kedemeknya masih bisa nambah lagi. Mari kita tes. Nah, aku tadi PT berapa ya dapetnya ini? Banyak sih mesti. Nah, dia 14. Ya 60, PT 60-an, hampir 70 lah. Ya lumayan lah. Ya hampir ya hard PT sih. Ya. Keyansan nggak punya energi ya guys. Yang udah tak ganti belum sih ini? Oh, udah.
Final warning! Hands where I can see 'em! Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
Let's move!
By me! Hi! Yeah! Heads up! Hi! Yeah! Headbutt! Drop your weapons! Justice will prevail! Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky!
Coach will take it from here.
Charge! Boost!
Perfect.
Is there anything fun to do in the north?
Nice. Okay then. Well, I guess that's it for today. Buat streamingnya kayak itu dulu deh. Udah lumayan. Dan aku juga dapat yang tak pengenin, dapat weaponnya Varessa dengan 6 hari tersisa. Not bad, not bad. So guys, itu aja. Thank you yang udah join. Gak tahu bakal live stream kapan, tapi kata yang live stream selanjutnya bakal gua sih, kemungkinan besar ya, nggak tahu. Lihat dulu gimana nanti. Ya itu aja. Thank you yang udah nonton. Tunggu kalian di live stream selanjutnya. Bye bye.